I'm super excited about today's sponsor. They've sponsored the podcast before, and this is a topic I'm super passionate about. I fear that us as girls struggle with PMS far more than we should, and we really shouldn't. I truly get the worst PMS symptoms. My boobs are sensitive, my face breaks out, my sugar controllings are out of whack. I feel like I'm just a bottomless pit. My mood is not the vibe, and estro control has been super helpful in helping manage those PMS symptoms and making that time of the month a lot more enjoyable. Estro Control is a formula developed by Happy Mammoth, a supplement company dedicated to making women's lives easier. Say no more. Estro Control contains science-backed herbal extracts that help support hormonal health, especially if you are someone like myself who struggles with PMS. It was created to help women feel like themselves all month long and to not struggle with the feelings PMS can cause. For a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code Alana at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use the code Alana for 15% off today.
Celebrity voice impersonation not an endorsement.
Why go to a single furniture store when you can go to Big Sandy Superstore? Shop and compare America's top 5 mattress brands, plus Nectar and Purple. And choose from over 22,000 in-stock appliances from the top brands at the guaranteed lowest price. Or furnish the room of your dreams with a large selection of American-built furniture. With financing plans for just about anyone, there's nowhere else quite like it. Big Sandy Superstore.
This is the smell of the leftover tuna fish sandwich you left in your lunchbox over the weekend in a wimpy trash bag.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy!
Blech! And this is the smell of that same sandwich in a hefty, ultra-strong trash bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Ah, smell the difference? Hefty Ultra Strong has Arm & Hammer with continuous odor control, so no matter what's inside your trash, you can stay one step ahead of stinky. And for bigger jobs, try the superior strength of Hefty Large Black Bags.
Hello, good morning, angels, and welcome back to Morning Ray. I'm your host, Lan or Alana, and I just want to put a disclaimer. My voice, I feel like it sounds okay right now, but I am getting over a head cold. There's this head cold going around, and my voice has been coming in and out, and I definitely feel like I sound a little congested because I am. So, little disclaimer, Lan is a little sick, but we're fine. We're fine. I have so many life updates for you guys. Sorry. That was my vlog camera. We were vlogging a little bit. You know, you got to show the behind the scenes. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I've been posting weekly vlogs on there, but get ready, you guys, because this is part of my life update. You're going to be getting 2 vlogs a week moving forward. And you're also going to be getting a bonus episode of the podcast the last Friday of every month moving forward. So I think I'm going to do the podcast format kind of like how JC and Chelsea did on What We Said. So the last episode of every month, like the bonus one on a Friday, will be a Q&A session, will be an advice column. So that will be the Big Sis chats. I know you guys really like those ones. So that will be the bonus episode the last Friday of every month. And yeah, so life updates. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to say this because I'm still processing it. It's currently Wednesday, October 19th when I'm recording this. I feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I can say it. Okay, we can do this. We're going to count down from 3 together. Okay. 3, 2, 1. My life update is that I can't do this, guys. I can't do it. I feel like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. Oh my God. Okay. Also, if you're a new listener, hello, welcome. not normally this chaotic on here, but I feel like we deserve the chaotic energy. Okay, for real this time, I'm going to tell you my life update. Kind of scared to tell you guys, but I know this is a judgment-free zone. I know that all that matters is how I feel about this at the end of the day. Maybe pause the podcast and guess what you think I'm about to say. No, I don't have a boyfriend. No, I'm not dating Shawn Mendes. No, I did not go out with Shawn Mendes. No, I did not kiss Shawn Mendes. So it's not any of those. I think this might come to a shock to some of you. Okay, I'm going to stop procrastinating now. Okay. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. 3, 2, 1. As of this past Monday, October 17th, I am now self-employed. I am now working entirely for myself, and big things are coming. Big things are coming. Everything we have worked towards, and yes, you are included in this, you that are listening. Everything we have worked towards, everything we have visualized, we have journaled and manifested about is here, is coming, is on its way. I'm my own boss, baby. Kind of surreal, kind of like really insane, kind of a pinch me moment. Not kind of, it is a pinch me moment. But honestly, I was a little scared to tell you guys because I feel like for so long, my identity was that I balanced doing all these incredible things on the side outside of a 9-to-5 or school, or doing school and the 9-to-5 together. And I feel like that has been my identity for a really long time. And, that's okay. But as you could tell from the title of today's episode, it's all about embracing fear, and we have to embrace fear in order to grow and to change. And we'll get more into that in the bulk of the episode. But my identity is changing, and maybe you guys didn't view me this way, but I feel like a lot of you viewed me just based on conversations I've had with friends and other creators and you guys. And I'm still balancing a million things in terms of platforms and things that I'm doing myself, but the 9-to-5 typical job is just not in the mix right now. And it could come back, but I really want to give it a shot. I'm going to try for 3 or 4 months, see how it goes. If I like it, awesome. If I don't like it, if I'm struggling financially, if I'm unhappy, if I'm feeling unfulfilled, then I can go and I can apply for another job. I can go back and work in marketing at an agency or for a company that's always there. But I've been presented with the opportunity to take this full time, and so we're going to take a chance on ourselves. We're 23, it's 2022, we're an independent girl, and yeah, so holy shit, guys. I'm giving myself chills. Oh my God. I don't know, this is just like so crazy, and it's something I've been thinking about for a really long time. I knew I always wanted to work for myself, but it only started to become like a constant thought since February, and after meeting Trin and Kaylee and traveling with them and kind of getting exposed to more of what my life could look like and be like, and the type of work and career I could aspire to have, like it became more reality to me. So it has been a long time coming. I will say it wasn't my initial plan to go on my own now. I was let go from my job, which is something I feel like a lot of people wouldn't share And I do want to share that because I think it's important to be vulnerable and to share these things. And I also want to be vulnerable with you guys and share that I'm not perfect. I'm not great at everything. And even your role models experience things that hurt their ego or come unexpectedly or their plans change. But I think fate always has a way of working out. I don't know if that would be right. Maybe not fate has its way, but like everything happens as it should and when it should. And I think this gives me the nudge that I need and the pressure forward to just really pull the trigger and take a chance on myself and do the thing that I've been talking about for months. So here we are. We are freshly self-employed as of Monday, October 17th at 5 p.m. We have been freshly self-employed. I, Alana Bloomberg, am my own boss. I am an entrepreneur. I am a creator. I am a self-marketer. That's me. That's Lan. Full-time Lan over here. So get ready for more podcasts, for more vlogs, and I promise you guys, I will be consistent with these vlogs. I have no excuses now. And for all the Instagram and TikTok content, and I'm so excited to see there's my voice going. I'm so excited to see where this takes us, and I'm so excited to share this journey with you. And for those of you who have been listening to the podcast since the start, or have been following me on Instagram since the start, or maybe you joined along the way, I think it's really cool that we've all got to go along on this journey together. And here we are. Here's the next chapter. We're embracing her. We're inviting her with open arms. And yeah, okay. Now let's get into the episode. Well, let's get into our weekly intentions because we haven't even gone in there yet. We're still in the intro and it's like 10 minutes in. But obviously, my weekly intention is settling into routine. I think it's really important that I figure out what my day looks like. I'm not like confined to this 9 to 5 office hours anymore. So it's all about making that work schedule that works best for me. And this can be applied to you doing your schoolwork, or maybe you are self-employed or you work part-time, like finding a routine that works for you. You can apply this in so many different areas of your life. So my weekly intention is to settle into a routine, and that leads me into the tip of the week. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, it's really important to lean into your grounding habits and into your toolbox to do the things that calm you down. So for me, that's journaling, reading, working out, communicating and discussing things with friends and family. Just lean into those grounding habits that really calm you mentally and physically. And, like writing out your to-do list, having a planner, setting timers, like doing things like that can really help calm your mind when you're feeling overwhelmed. Current faves, I have fallen back in love with vlogging. I have really been enjoying vlogging for you guys on the daily. Editing has been a lot of fun. Uploading them onto YouTube again has been really exciting. So, been really in my vlogging era. Recently decided to get back into reading, and I thought it was no better than a perfect time to make reading a part of my new routine and habits. So I picked up 2 self-help books that I've actually been eyeing for a really long time. I want to get a third, but we're going to start with these ones. I picked up Atomic Habits and Attached. So Atomic Habits is going to be my morning book. I plan to read it for around 20 minutes in the morning after I do my 5-minute journal and after I write in my planner. I have the Mind Your Business planner. So that's like the habit stacking sort of ritual that I've decided that I want to incorporate into my routine now that I have the time and the flexibility to do so. And then Attached is going to be my afternoon or evening book. I'd like to also read that one for around like 20 minutes a day, but I started reading these yesterday I started reading Attached yesterday, and I'm just dying to go read it after I'm done recording this podcast. And I started reading Atomic Habits this morning, and I honestly really, really liked it. I just read the introduction, so I haven't really gotten into the bulk of the book yet, but I'm ready. Do really love it. The third book that I really want to pick up is The Daily Stoic. It's a passage that you read each day, to my knowledge. It's like mindsets and mantras, self-help style book. So those are what I'm currently reading. I also would love to get back into a fiction novel. I have one. Actually, I have two that I'm like halfway through on my iPad. So I think I'm going to try finish those ones off first. I like to have the physical of the self-help books, but then the fiction books I'm going to continue to have just on my iPad to save space in my apartment. Also, I just love reading on the iPad before bed, so that is why I do that. And then I also have been really obsessed with making my coffee at home. I don't remember if this was a favorite last week, but I finally perfected how to brew the perfect espresso shot. So I really do look forward to making my coffee at home every morning, which I know Audrey would be proud of me, and I'm proud of myself too. And I've really been loving the espresso beans from Chamberlain Coffee. It's like the mouse blend, the mousy espresso or whatever blend. Really been liking those. And also been back on my dark chocolate grind. I've been loving having the Zazu bean dark chocolate or the Lindt dark chocolate as like my little dessert sweet treat nightcap sort of situation. So that, and then also loving darker nails. I love my dark brown silvery chrome nails, Hailey Bieber nails. I have You Don't Know Jack front by OPI and shellac on my nails with white chrome on top. I did 2 coats of the nail polish and then chrome on top, and it's actually very cute. I think next time I'm going to do Lincoln and Park After Dark for my color. It's like an almost black by OPI. But those are my current faves. Oh, and I didn't write this down, but I've also really been liking the Saint Tropez gradual self-tanning lotion. It's not really gradual because I would say it's pretty dark after the first use, but I like it almost as much as my Luxe Unfiltered gradual self-tanner, so definitely recommend those ones. Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. It's really easy to get trapped into a mindset of focusing on problems rather than reframing your perspective to find solutions. I know going to therapy has helped me become a better and smarter problem solver by giving me the tools to do so. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals and face your fears, no matter how big or small. Since starting therapy, I feel that I can be more confident and have a higher self-esteem in all aspects of my life. I can communicate better and am more in tune of why and how I think and feel the way I do. It's honestly helped make my anxiety much more manageable and has allowed me to work towards achieving my goals, which I feel like we've accomplished today. Being super busy can make it really easy to fall into a dinner time recipe rut, or even with your lunches. Any meal, honestly, can get you into a rut, especially with a busy schedule this fall. You can keep mealtime exciting with over 40 recipes to choose from every single week, so there's always something delicious to discover with HelloFresh. It's truly a no-brainer. It does all the shopping and meal planning for you. Ingredients arrive at your doorstep, pre-proportioned and ready to cook, along with pictured step-by-step recipe cards. It's never been easier. I personally love HelloFresh as a way to get exposure to new recipes, make my life a bit easier as a busy 20-year-old in the city. And I love that it's worry-free, it's super easy, it's convenient, and gets delivered straight to my door. Go to HelloFresh.com/50Ray and use code 50Ray for 50% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/50RAE and use code 50Ray, 50RAE for 50% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and thank you for sponsoring today's episode of Morning Ray.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Like being self-employed and building this brand for myself and having this platform to talk to you guys. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great place to start. It's affordable, convenient, accessible, and entirely online. I do my therapy online and I absolutely love it. Get matched with a therapist after filling out a quick survey and switch therapists at any time because sometimes you truly do have to date around to find the perfect therapist for you. When you want to become a better problem solver, therapy can help get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/morningray to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/morningray, Ray, R-A-E. And thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's episode of Morning Ray. So let's jump into the bulk of the episode, and I want to start off by defining what fearful means. Today we're discussing about embracing the fear, as you can tell by the title, and I think it's important that we start off with the definition of fearful. So fearful can mean disturbed by fear. Fearful implies often a timorous or worrying temperament. For example, the child is fearful of loud noises. It also suggests a state of mind and implies a pre-motion of evil or danger. Evil, apprehensive of being found out. Afraid often suggests weakness or cowardice and regularly implies inhibition of action or utterance. These are really big words. So really think about that and keep that in the back of your mind. But what do I mean when we say embracing fear? So when I say embracing fear, I think of periods of growth where we have to learn how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. You're not going to grow as a person if you're constantly in a state of comfort. Yes, it's great to be in the state of comfort, but in order to truly live our lives and to grow as individuals in all areas, whether it be as a person, in our schoolwork, in our career, in our relationships, no matter what it is, we do have to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations where we may feel fearful in order to grow as individuals. So this can be from trying new things, putting ourselves out there. It can be uncomfortable, and it can bring forth the feeling of feeling fearful, and it can bring forth that feeling of feeling anxious or to feel the anxieties. And what I've learned is that anxieties come from thinking about the past or future, right? It's thinking of those should have thoughts and those what if thoughts. What if thoughts are thoughts of the future, should have thoughts are thoughts of the past. And what I've learned is you really can only control how we feel right now in this very moment. And the only control we have is over what happens in this very moment, right? So if we let go of these anxieties and these intrusive thoughts of should have and what if, then we can really calm ourselves and be a lot more grounded and present in what's happening. And I find that that has been a huge game changer in helping me become a lot more calm and be able to embrace these fears and to face these fears and to be more courageous. It can be really overwhelming, and you can really increase your anxiety by thinking of the past or the future. But if you look back on any of the moments in time where you kind of overcome an obstacle or you embrace fear, you kind of look back and you're like, wow, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, or I was a lot more capable of doing whatever I was so scared of failing at, right? So whenever we overcome these obstacles and we put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, it allows us to become more confident and stronger on the other side. I was listening to a TED Talk. I found it when I was searching because I wanted to find more to share with you guys on embracing fear. And I came across a TED Talk from Shy Markward. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But she was also honestly a really, really great speaker. And she said a few things that really resonated with me, and I wrote them down and I wanted to share them with you guys. But the first thing that really stuck out to me and made me want to include it in this episode is don't let fear deny your decisions or actions. It's really easy to be scared or fearful of the outcomes of something and to back away or to turn around. But it feels even more powerful and rewarding when we really encounter those decisions and like encounter those actions and make those decisions and really embrace that fear. She mentioned 3 steps that you can do in embracing fear. The first is to adjust how you fear your fear in small situations. For example, you could be fearful of what could happen in a workout class. And in doing these little small changes and embracing fear in smaller situations, they kind of add up on one another, and it can help you grow the courage to be able to face fears in larger aspects of your life. And funny enough, they were actually talking about this in Atomic Habits in the sense that if you make yourself 1% better in each little different area of your life, that ends up equivalating to a much larger outcome and a larger percentage of your life improving. So you can apply it here as well. Remember where you started, she said next. Don't lose your perspective. Acknowledge the growth and the progress that you've made. This kind of goes back to what I was just saying before about how when you think about looking back on previous obstacles you've overcome, in the moment you were so nervous and anxious and worried about what would happen, about failing or like actually doing it. But when you look back, you're like, oh, that actually was possible. I was actually able to do that. And you kind of laugh at how concerned you were in the moment. And the third thing she said was that it's okay to be scared. We all have patterns to unlearn, new behaviors to embody, and wounds to heal. Fears shouldn't shut us down. It should be what wakes us up. And I honestly really like that statement. Fear shouldn't shut us down. It should be what wakes us up. And to be honest, right now, I am, like, as much as I am really calm and excited, I'm also fearful. I don't know what's going to happen in my career entirely. Like, I know, things will be okay, but I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what next week's going to look like. I don't have a normal schedule anymore. I don't have that 9-to-5 stability. I don't know where my next paycheck is necessarily coming from or how much it's going to be. I don't have that consistent paycheck. So when you think about it, this fear isn't shutting me down. It's actually making me really excited. I kind of get to uncover all the mysteries and discover new patterns and ways that I can work and be creative, and I get to discover this new life for myself and this new career path. Well, I guess it's not super new because I kind of have been doing it, but just really learn how to embrace that fear and to reframe your mindset around it so that it lights you up as opposed to shuts you down. She continues to say that fear should push us forward. It reminds us that we're alive. Embrace your fears and you'll be free from them. Without courage, we cannot break the negative bond that fear has on us, and the absence of fear gives us nothing. We are not our limitations, but rather how we choose to push past them. Again, I'm going to repeat this one. We are not our limitations, but rather how we choose to push past them. I know I'm reading a lot in this episode, and in the past, you guys are like, well, I've gotten reviews in the past, in the early days of the podcast where I used to read a lot. But I feel like it was really important in this moment to share what I heard from Shy's TED Talk. I think it meant and kind of hit a place with me, especially where I am in my life. And you guys may not be in the exact same sort of situation that I'm in right now, but I'm sure that there are places and moments or circumstances in your lives that you can kind of relate and find the commonalities, right? We all are embracing fears and facing fears each and every day, whether it be this assignment in your course that you're taking, or maybe it's going on a date with a new guy or girl or whoever. Or maybe it's trying a new workout class. Like maybe you're going to F45 for the first time, or you're trying Barry's for the first time and you're really scared of what's going to happen. I know I've been there. I literally procrastinated going to Barry's for so long and turned it down for so long because I was so fearful of what would happen in that class and how I would feel in that class. But once I took the moment and the chance on myself and pushed myself towards embracing that fear and going into that workout class, yes, I know it's just a workout class, but I'm sure you can relate as to how nerve-wracking and anxiety feeling or driven this fear of entering a new space could be. A lot of the times with workout classes, there's communities, or it can be kind of culty, or it can be really intimidating. There's regulars that go there and you don't know what to expect. But the moment you embrace that fear, you'll be so surprised with how much you're able to accomplish in embracing that fear. I feel like I have to take a breath. I don't know. I think it's truly important to find comfort in embracing that fear, to make it a comfortable feeling to embrace these fears and to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations. Make yourself comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. And I'm not saying to put yourself in dangerous situations where your health and well-being is at risk, but challenge yourself. You will be surprised at how resilient and capable you are. And it's in taking on these challenges and surpassing them that we become stronger as individuals and how we grow. And I know I'm a broken record. I really know I'm a broken record, but I really want to drill this in your heads. No matter what age you are, you could be 14, you could be 16, you could be 18, you could be 60, you could be 70. I don't care how old you are. You're never too old to embrace fear, and you're never too old or too young to start embracing fear. Stop letting fear control your life. Let it push you forward. Let it empower you. Let it excite you. Let it light you up. Be excited by fear. Embrace it. Walk into it. Make it warm. Like, take that fire under your ass and let it shoot you to the moon and land across the stars. I don't know if that made any sense, but I think I should probably log off. My voice is also starting to go, but I think this was a really good episode. I hope so. If it was, let me know. Let me know if you liked it in the DMs on @MorningRayPodcast. I love discussing things with you guys. If you want to discuss embracing fear more, feel free to slide into my DMs. If you really like this episode, I'd love if you could show your love or support on Apple Podcasts or Spotify by leaving a rating or review. That's how you can help keep us in the charts. We're still in the charts, which is so surreal. Get ready for some awesome content, bonus episodes on Fridays. I don't know if it's going to start this month of October, but 100% in November we'll have a bonus episode of the podcast. Vlogs will be uploading twice a week on YouTube. I think I'm going to do Thursdays and Sundays or Wednesdays and Sundays. I will let you guys know. But I love you guys so much, and we'll chat soon. Bye, guys.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.